Hello everyone and welcome back. This whole video is just going to be about the calf being born. I mentioned at the end of the last video that she did have her calf and we've had some complications with that calf. We'll get into that more in the next video because this one's just going to be about the calf being born. I don't want this to be an hour-long video when people are coming here just to see the calf, because I've got the whole thing on film, which it was pretty cool and everything. But today now the calf is doing better. It's now 6 o'clock in the evening. At 4 o'clock this afternoon, the calf was born exactly 3 days ago. So, bringing Mesa in here and had to milk her. She's not, her udder is huge. She's given us more milk than she ever has before, which was right around, at the most, like 4.5 gallons. Today she gave us about 6. Yesterday almost 8, but she's still not giving us, I don't think, even half what's in her udder. But I know that they saved some back for the calf, and which has been a challenge, and we'll talk about that some more. But right now, just enjoy this video, and you can see the calf being born, and it was just kind of a miracle. Luckily, we had a pretty nice day this day, because that night then it got windy, and it rained, and then it snowed, and I don't think you'll see that in this video, because by then it was done. But it got miserable pretty fast, so we really got lucky. Good morning, everybody. I was out here earlier thinking it might be the day she's going to have one. She was breathing kind of heavy, laying in the shelter, but looks like she's up now. Oh, I think she's just about to have her calf. A big old, it must have been a plug that came out. She's licking it now. not shivering as much now as it was anyway.
Yeah.
Well, there you got to see the miracle of a calf being born. And like I said, it's been 3 days, and the problem with the calf was normally they're supposed to be able to walk within 20 minutes to 2 hours, but usually it's 20 minutes to an hour. And we are at day 3 right now, and the calf still can't walk. But we made big progress today. What it has, and I don't know exactly what the name of it is, I'll look it up before the end of this video, but when it puts its foot down, normally, you know, the hoof will push down like this, and it goes under. It has to do with their tendons. So today, we talked to the lady that we got the cows from, and she said that put it square bale down and let the calf sit over the square bale, which Melissa and I went out and did that this morning. And then I just kind of took its foot and pushed it like this, and then pushed to kind of stretch that. And now this afternoon, then we went through our day, and then we had to milk Mesa, which, I mean, this is mainly about the calf being born, so I'm not going to get into details that we'll get into in other videos. It was just a bear. We brought her in. I didn't video any of that. I didn't video anything for 2 days. I was stressed out about the calf, and then milking Mesa, and Mesa she's got her own personality all the time anyway, but when there's a calf there, it's like a whole nother personality. I mean, she wasn't mean to me, but you could easily tell when she wasn't happy with what I was doing. So anyway, been trying to milk her out and everything, and then she lets down some milk, but not all the milk, and anyway, it's been quite an ordeal. But today then we milked her, and then when Mesa was milking, and she isn't letting all of her milk down, of course, but she saves it for the calf. But then I ran out and I locked the gate. So she came in here. Last night I hauled the calf in with me. I pulled it on a sled. It weighs about 80 pounds. Pulled it on a sled in here and then brought her in here. And I had the hardest time getting her to get in the stanchion because she hasn't been in here in, 2.5 months. And today now, I just went out and shook the grain bucket, and she was like, screw that calf. Came right in here, walked in, I snapped her, milked out everything that she would give me. But then when I was doing that, I ran out and I closed the gate so that she can't get back to the calf. And then after she was done, I let her out, and then Melissa and I went in there and worked with the calf and picked it up, and it stood up. And it actually stood there, this is no lie, for probably between 20 and 30 minutes. And we pushed down on its front feet. The back feet are much better. At first they would do that, and they weren't doing it tonight. And it kept its own. I didn't have to hold it. And then I would move away from it, and it would try to walk towards me a little bit. And the one foot was doing pretty good, and then I think it's this left one would go down. So we're still working on it, but it's getting better. Because now to feed her, the first day I put her under the mom, and she sucked a little bit. And I don't know how much they're supposed to suck. It's like Melissa was saying, everything that we do, we get the bull calf, he gets pneumonia, almost dies. You know, he's doing great now. We get this calf, and no, it can't be just normal, up in 20 minutes walking around, yay, feeding on mom so I don't have to milk her out as much. No, it's got to be something impossible like this. But when we do stuff like this, though, we learn pretty much everything that there is to learn. So anyway, I have to go out there and drag him underneath. It's a boy calf. We were hoping for a girl calf, but it's a boy calf. So we will get him fixed, and he will, eventually get processed. But anyway, I have to drag him underneath there and then put him up so he can suck on the teat to get milk. And I don't know how much milk is supposed to get out of there. So he didn't get much the first day, and I was worried because they have to have colostrum or their stomach will never work right. So we had bought powdered colostrum just in case I would never be able to milk Mesa. Maybe she's a wild child when she has a kid. So the first day I fed him that, and he got about almost 3/4 of a gallon, which is pretty good. And then the next morning I went out there, we're still within the time period of when they have to have the colostrum. I think they have to have it. I was supposed to get most of it within the first 4 hours, which he did. But after 12 hours, it really doesn't do him any good. So then I went ahead and I tried to bottle feed it, and it wouldn't take that bottle. And I got frustrated, and it's like, I'm done. And I got my little bottle with the tube, and for the first time I've ever done it, I tubed the calf right down the center of the tongue and then aimed to the left of the calf, and then it'll start to swallow and you have your hand underneath and you can feel it go down their throat. And then I fed it another probably 3/4 of a gallon, and that was a Mesa's colostrum, not the store-bought stuff. So at least I know it got a good start. And now it'll just be, you know, getting it to walk better and everything like that, and it should be a great addition to the little herd that we have going. I did have a long message into the vet. I'm sure the veterinarian will call me tomorrow to see what to do, because there was something called Bow something or another, a shot that the calf should get that would help with what's happening with the legs, and I think it has vitamin E or B or something in there. So I'll see what she says tomorrow, and we'll just go from there. Today is Sunday, so you know nobody's open. But anyway, yeah, it's been super stressful enough for me that I didn't film. And usually for me, when my life gets stressful, if I film, it calms me down. I was beyond that, so you know where I was at. I didn't want to talk to and I don't want to talk to anybody. And if I don't want to talk to the camera, I really don't want to talk to anybody. That is the first time I have seen Mesa lay down in 3 days. I'll see you guys on the next video.